Throughout all of JoJo, there are many characters that may deserve the title Best Girl. There's Irina, Suzuki, Lisa, Holly Kujo, Tomoko, the list just goes on and on. But there's something we all know, and that's that none of these ladies are truly as deserving of the title of Best Girl as the one true Best Girl. That person, of course, being Robert E.O. Speedwagon. Some of you now may be saying, wait a minute, how can he be the best girl when he is a guy? And to that, my dear friend, I say, it is the year of our Lord 2024. If you are having problems because my best girl has balls, then that's an ish you and not an ish me. Now that we've got that out of the way, let me tell you why Speedwagon is objectively better than all of the other ladies in JoJo. When it comes to the other ladies in JoJo, a vast majority of them are already taken. And here at JoJaniac, we do not promote cheating. Oh no! So that takes Irina, Suzuki, and Holly Kujo off of the table. Also, when it comes to Irina, she's kinda like dead. So sorry about that. Now you might be saying, but JoJaniac, Speedwagon also died all the way back in 1952 from a heart attack. And to that, my dear friend, I say, there is no way the Speedwagon Foundation isn't pulling some Walt Disney freezing shit back there. You think they would just let the sexiest man alive die like that? No way. All you gotta do is pop that sucker open, chuck him in the microwave for 2 minutes, and he'll be good as new. Anyways, back to the actual topic of this section. It was said when Speedwagon died that he remained single his entire life, meaning he's all yours for the smooching. I guess technically Lisa is also single cause her husband kinda died to a zombie. But Lisa is an independent woman. Did you see her take down Wired Beck? She don't need no man. Okay, now this kinda does contradict my Will Zeppeli video when I said I ship him in Speedwagon, but Will Zeppeli has been dead since like 1890, so I think he'd probably be over it by now. Shortly after the events of Phantom Blood, Speedwagon travels to America where he discovers oil and becomes very rich. This is very good for you, as it means Speedwagon can buy you anything you want. Want to go get McDonald's? Here, have a McDonald's. Just the entire store. Since he has a lot of money, this also means that laws no longer apply to you anymore. Want to dump thousands of pounds of toxic waste into New York's water supply? Go for it, champ. Daddy Speedwagon. Why did I write this? Daddy Speedwagon will bribe the government, so don't you worry about a thing. It also means infinite mac and cheese. If infinite mac and cheese doesn't automatically make you want to marry this man, then I honestly think there's no hope for you. When Jonathan Joestar first meets Speedwagon, he's a thug living on Ogre Street in London. He makes a living with his gang by murdering unlucky people who happen to stumble onto the unforgiving roads of Ogre Street and pawning their valuables. This is, in my opinion, one of the lowest positions a person could be in, actively ruining other people's lives to live yours. This is the state Jonathan Joestar first sees Speedwagon in. However, Speedwagon changes his ways when he sees just how much of a fucking Giga Chad Jonathan Joestar is. When all of the other residents of Ogre Street are about to absolutely maim Jonathan, Speedwagon says, "If you touch this gentleman, I, Speedwagon, won't forgive you." Here Speedwagon risks all of his friends turning on him just to save one person he thinks is truly good. This is why Speedwagon is a role model to all of us. He was a terrible person, but changed his ways in a big way, and is now a beautiful and great person. One of Speedwagon's best traits is his loyalty. In Phantom Blood, when the Joestar mansion burns down, Jonathan Joestar is placed in the hospital due to his injuries. Speedwagon comes to visit him, but he is outraged when he thinks no one else has come to visit him all this time. And he was technically right. Jonathan's future wife, Irina Pendleton, is there, but only because she's a nurse working at the hospital. If Irina didn't work there, then she would have no idea that Jonathan was staying there, and Speedwagon would have been the only person to come visit Jonathan. This shows Speedwagon's loyalty perfectly. After Jonathan is discharged from the hospital, it's difficult to find many parts where Speedwagon isn't by his side. All of this time Speedwagon spends by the side of Jonathan only strengthens his bond and loyalty to him and the Joestar family. And I intentionally included the Joestar family in that sentence, because after Jonathan dies, Speedwagon helps raise Jonathan's child George, and later when he becomes wealthy, he provides financial aid to the Joestars. And even later, he helps Jonathan's grandson Joseph by not only raising him for his entire childhood, but also aiding him in his own bizarre adventure and battle tendency. Speedwagon helped raise Jonathan's son and grandson, and it doesn't seem like he did too bad of a job. George Joestar, despite never learning how to use the Ripple, was an excellent Air Force pilot in the First World War. And Joseph Joestar kinda like saved the world from an ultra mega super vampire, so I'd say that's pretty cool too. This shows that Speedwagon is great at taking care of people. If you are ever so sick you can't even move, don't you worry about a thing. Speedwagon will give you a nice warm blanket, have his chefs cook you the best chicken noodle soup you've ever seen, all while singing you a beautiful lullaby. After all of these points I've given about why Speedwagon is best girl, one question still lingers in the back of my mind. If Speedwagon truly is best girl, then how is it he was single his whole life? How did nobody else see all of these qualities in him? After hours of research, theories, and a long hot shower, I finally come to a potentially correct conclusion. Speedwagon didn't die single because no one wanted to date him. He died single because he didn't want to date anybody. Speedwagon is aromantic. It all makes sense now. Good on you, Speedwagon. You don't need no girl or man. I guess that takes having a romantic relationship with Speedwagon off the table. Damn. Well, at least I can still have a completely platonic bromance with him. So, this video didn't go the way I expected. I made this video to try and share to the masses my love of Speedwagon. But you may be able to love Speedwagon, but that doesn't mean Speedwagon is gonna love you back. Perhaps the real Speedwagon was the friends we made along the way. Anyways, if you made it this far into the video, let me know who you think deserves the title Best Girl in JoJo. I'd love to hear some more opinions. Anyways, see ya. This is the dumbest video I've ever made.